activist judges, as you know, continue to meddle in the deportation of illegals and violent gang members to get them out of this country, as promised by President Trump. On Wednesday, federal judge Brian Murphy said that any potential deportation flights to Libya or Saudi Arabia would violate a court order if the Trump administration does not provide advance notification to the impacted illegal immigrants and their attorneys first. This happening as U.S. District Judge James Boasberg, you remember him, keyword being district, presides over whether or not the Trump administration can proceed with deportation efforts under the Alien Enemies Act. But the good news is this: local law enforcement, they're not buying it. Sheriffs all across America have President Trump's back and are assisting in his efforts to rid the country of these dangerous illegal gang members. Joining me now to discuss this is the president of the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Association, Sheriff Richard Mack. Sheriff, nice to see you again. Look, these judges are going to be defanged, if you will, here shortly. They're going to have their claws removed. This is never the way it was supposed to be put together. It was never designed this way. Can you imagine going back to, big decisions in this country? I'm sorry, Mr. President, your Emancipation Proclamation has been set aside by a district judge in Maryland, or whatever the case may be. This is not how it works, sir. These judges are out of their lane, and neither the Supreme Court's going to rein it in or the Congress is going to rein it in, but this will not stand. But I applaud your sheriffs for standing up for the Constitution. What do you say?
Well, that's exactly correct. In fact, we would love to ask any of these judges, these activist judges, what part of the Constitution is President Trump violating? You don't get just to give your opinion or your political opinion on any of this. You might be Democrat or Republican. We don't really give a damn. What we care about is if you're following and enforcing the Constitution. Submit in your decision the part of the Constitution that President Trump is violating. If you can't do that, then stay out of the way. And we're really proud of the sheriffs across this country that do have the president's back, especially Florida. All 67 of the sheriffs there voted unanimously to get behind Tom Homan and ICE on deportation. And they're helping, and it's working. And tell me which sheriffs in this country don't want to get rid of these criminals, especially the gangs and the terrorists that have now infiltrated our country in every single state.